That's the worst thing about the darkness, is sometimes you just lose track of the frogs. Even speedrunners hate these enemies, because they can do a combination of surround themselves with lightning, jump, do a short hop, a long hop, fall into a pit. Of course, I can do that too, just as easily. I just had to prove it to you guys.
I can fall into it. You think you can fall into a pit that easily? I can do it easier. I do it willingly.
I can do it right now. My chair couldn't lean back any farther.
With... I was about to say, he took the whole console and computer with him too. That's dedication. Oh, speaking of darkness,
thwarted by my office supplies.
Speaking of darkness, dissension, and Jello. So here we are in this nice, fantastic fantastic fantasy world.
You just really want to tell this story, don't you? Well, I guess I told my jalapeno story, so I'll let you have one. Wait a minute. Survey says, yeah, that is definitely death right below me. Anyway, please continue.
Okay, so Hidden in the Truth was DMing a D&D campaign. It was the first D&D campaign I had really played and gotten into.
Okay.
We were playing an evil one, too, and the goal of this campaign was to find a mythical airship with all these, death lasers and cannons, all keyed in onto orphans. Yeah, these were orphans seeking missiles, flamethrowers, lasers, magic, what have you. It was dedicated to destroying orphans.
And you've got to describe this one character concept to people in detail, because I thought it was one of the coolest ideas I've heard in a while.
Okay, so in this, I'll describe quite a few of them. So I'll go around the ones I can remember. So a friend of ours, he was playing a warrior. It was a lawful evil warrior with like these dual-wielding kukris. He's basically kind of decked in this cool Sith-style armor. It was plated, and the kukris just killed everything. His death bonus automatically ate through a kobold's health. They died because he exists.
Huh.
So, and our other character was... Another character was a dark elf, and...
Right, the elf. This was the interesting one.
Oh, yeah, this one here. Actually, she was just a regular elf, but this one...
Oh, what?
Yeah, she was just a regular elf.
No,
the death.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're
Please
good.
continue.
So
I'm going to be doing this again. This is going to be the good take, and I'm dying constantly. Go figure.
So
I'm just going to put the footage of me not dying in the corner of it for the rest of the playthrough, just to prove I'm actually good at games.
No, what you put in the corner is footage of you constantly dying, so they know what they could be watching. Saying it could be worse. So
make myself look better than worse. That's good marketing. I like that. I like that in you, Sonny. You got spunk. You got good ideas. You got spunk. Did I mention you got spunk?
You may have mentioned it once. I'm not sure. I was kind of high at the time.
You're fired, kid. Nobody contradicts me.
Well, that's what you think. I fired myself. So so a girl in our group, her character was called Ears because she was an elf. Big whoop. It's racist because it's true. I mean, yes. So anyway, so this girl in our group in our D&D campaign, she was playing an elf, and her ability was to warp space and time through math via a magical abacus.
Which I thought was absolutely brilliant, because most traditional role-playing games boil down to crunching numbers anyway. So it's almost a very extremely meta developer joke.
Exactamundo. But the sad part is she had to roll really high, like 18 through 20 in order for this to work. Otherwise, it would fail in the most spectacular ways.
So the character who's great with numbers has the worst luck with numbers.
Oh, entirely. So the warrior with the kukris, he ended up falling down a well. She tried to use her magical space math to shorten the distance of the fall so he wouldn't, hurt so badly. He wouldn't die. She goofed. She got a nat 1. Oh, but indeed. She goofed, got a nat 1, and he ended up falling through an infinite void. As such, it took constant mathing, which constantly failed and constantly expanded the already infinite void.
Now it's
And
double infinite.
so
It's infinite
now it's
infinites.
Yo, dog, I heard you like infinite.
Oh,
So
that's how
we
you get over there. I just figured it out.
go on.
Like, you gotta jump over here and basically cheat the scene transition. That's how you get all that treasure up there.
Remember, kids, cheating's for winners.
Oh, look at that. Barely pulled through. Anyway, please continue with the story.
Oh,
I
yes.
don't mean to interrupt you again. From now on, in any of these playthroughs, if we're going to talk about things that we're going to put in the corner, I'm just going to have an interrupt counter. And I just did it again. Please forgive me.
Our interrupt counter is going to be through the roof. So, so after countless fails of math, Ears finally saved our warrior by way of somehow mathing him to safety, but because he'd been falling for so long and developed so much momentum, we had to soften the blow so he still wouldn't die. So someone, in conjunction with Ears' math magic, placed a just gigantic wad of jello, just a huge modicum of jello, filling out the rest of the hole, so that he fell on basically a trampoline of jello. Bill Cosby would be proud.
I'm trying not to do
As
it
such.
intentionally. Ah! I specifically tried not to do it intentionally. I'm gonna go cry in the corner now.
Good! I mean, good!
You know, if I think about it again, there really is no downside to this for me.
There
So
isn't.
yeah, it's nothing but good.
Exactly. So yes, he fell into jello. Ears used her math magic to warp up a giant rope to throw down there so he could climb back up. Or rather, we pulled him back up. And we saved the day thanks to math. Remember,
Excuse
kids,
you,
math can
no
kill you.
gas in Let's Playing class, young man.
I will gas the entire room. Wait, that sounded more threatening than I thought. I mean...
You gotta love it when sentences come out in a way you didn't mean them to.
Exactly. I just wanted to say I was going to belch up the entire room, but no, I'm just going to try to kill everybody.
Yeah, it's like one of those awkward moments at a party where the music dies and you say something that you don't mean to.
Yeah.
I'm a narc!
Oh. Oh, did the Linkin Park stop playing? It was a special black edition. So dark they got a coup to sing. It was nuts.
I want to point out, if you had adept eyes at that world transition scene there, you'll notice the poofing effect appeared off to the right, but the knight himself actually showed up to the left of the screen. He basically spawned where we spawn. He started his journey a little late.
Oh, well, see, because he sucks.
Actually, I like to think Shovel Knight was just kind of hanging out there, or maybe doing something a little unscrupulous with this particular night. She just wakes up early. Honey, where are you? You'll call, right?
Oh, I'll call you later, you witch. I've got some work of shaving to do, you bastard. I mean...
It works even better because we've dubbed that Sean Connery is this character now.
Yep. I'll take a martini, shaken, not stirred. We don't do that. I'll have it anyway, you bastard.
Oh my goodness, that puts a very dark spin on this entire story.
It can be darker.
It can. Because this is the reason I wanted to... I'm pretty sure I've said this before already, but this is the reason I wanted to avoid playing this game again so early after our first attempt, which is... This would make this attempt number 3 now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's just I wanted to avoid that moment where we're going, oh, I remember when we told that joke. And then now that's the third time I've told that joke, because I told that in Banjo-Kazooie, too. Another series that never went up. What is wrong with me?
Well, you see,
Is it something I did, Draw Man? I've been trying to be a good enough woman for you, but...
Well, you never look at me during...
This is true.
And you're a very selfish lover.
Well, why do you think that is, honey?
Well, you see, if you weren't such a whore...
I do have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube now.
Oh.
1,045 customers satisfied. Not even counting the 10 that we've got on this channel now.
See, that's awesome, and I also want to say you slut. I will combine the phrases. That's slutsome.
It's like one of the... It's like one of those YouTube comments where they're being passive-aggressive about giving you a compliment. It's like, I like you, but you suck. I love your videos, but you're kind of ugly.
I like what you said. I agree with every point you've made.
But fuck you.
But god damn, are you a Nazi?
For a terrorist, you rock, brother.
You know what? I love those animal meme images where it's like, we always think animals are just animals, but what if animals are just the worst kind of people you can imagine? It's got like an orange cat going, orange cats are superior to brown cats. The cows are going like, I say we should eat children. They don't do anything. And the chicken's my favorite. Hitler was right.
Oh dear.
Hitler
Not sure if I should edit out.
Hitler was right. 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 Don't worry. It's not me agreeing. It's me loving the joke of a chicken agreeing with one of the world's greatest serial killers. Mass murderers.
I'm trying to think of where to go that. Do I make a joke about Hitler being like a Jack of Blades or Jack of Smiles, whatever you want to call him? Or do I point out the fact that Stalin was infinitely worse? So many directions to go there, none of them politically correct.
Oh no, here's the direction we go.
Completely downwards, just tanking the channel one sentence at a time.
Satan was right about everything. And that's how you end it. Just go the worst way you can imagine.
I think about that sometimes, like series like Danganronpa or Battle Royale. Like, the whole point of that series is that everybody is an animal. But here's the problem with that theory. If Satan was right, we'd all be dead by now.
Oh, entirely.
That's the one problem I have with any story like that. It's why I can't take series like Danganronpa seriously. It's because I know they're wrong.
It's like, oh, humans are such vile animals. They just kill because it's so natural. Why am I alive to listen to you say that?
How the hell is this happening right now?
Exactly.
Why won't you die?
Because I'm actually Bond, James Bond, master of disguise and spyness. Shut up.
You bastard.
You bastard. Remember, kids, it's not an accurate Sean Connery impression unless you punctuate every sentence with "you bastard."
It's kind of like how you can't reference an 80s action movie without having the character who uses motherfucker like most of us use a period.
Yippee-ki-yo, motherfucker. I want a chocolate milkshake, motherfucker. Man, Hitler had a point, motherfucker.
Okay.
One thing, I don't know why, motherfucker. Doesn't matter how hard you try, motherfucker. Mr. McLean, could you please stop saying mother trucker? Was that again? Mother trucker? Hey, Samuel Jackson from. Hey,
Alternate universe Samuel L. Jackson. You better
Hold on,
watch
okay.
your language. This is a swearing country.
hold on, I'm trying to remember I can't believe I forgot.
What if trucker actually was a swear word? Like, we lived in an alternate reality where anybody who drove a big vehicle just had this stigma of being a person who committed crimes or carried very ugly things in their cargo. So
mean
calling
like
them truckers would be considered the old school term. It's like, I'm sorry, what did you just call me?
Well, you see,
I am a big rigger, thank you very much.
Well, you see, you described a trucker in general, and two. What was that? Forrest Gump? No, not Forrest Gump. Pulp Fiction. I don't know
Gonna
why.
roll that trucking convoy.
We're gonna roll a fucking convoy, you bastard!
So
there's your move.
many catchphrases.
You see, there's your movie, Sean Connery as a trucker. And he's got to be Sean Connery now. I want doddering old living meme Sean Connery behind the wheel of a truck. And it's got to be that truck from Duel. Anyone ever see that movie?
I did. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that movie was awesome. He's got to be behind the wheel of that crazy-ass truck just driving behind everybody. You don't see him behind the glass because you know that's the way the truck's designed, but you can just smell the scotch through the TV screen.
I kind of want to see this movie now.
I want to so badly.
I'm so sad we got rid of that segment on the Pizza Cast.
I know.
I'm so sad that we're getting rid of the Pizza Cast too. Because
Really?
that announced... Yeah. It's... Again, this is something I'm going to be talking about in the update video, which is also going to be my 1,000 subscriber video on the other channel, but it's... I don't know. Let me just throw some numbers out there. Top 8 fatalities in video games. On day 2, it was at 17 likes and 286 views. Top 8 Kirby abilities. I had 30 likes and 1,000 views within a week. First week after last week's episode of the Pizza Cast, 26 views and 2 likes. It's not pulling the numbers I need it to.
Understood.
It's just, I love doing that show, and that's not to discount the people who like that show either. Like, those 2 likes are specifically people who come to that channel and specifically come to the channel for that show. They love it. It's one of the things they tune in for every single week. It's just, I gotta think about things like, number one, I could be using that time every week to be producing content that some people have been waiting a long time for, like RTGs or Friday Night Boss Fights, things like that. And the other thing is things that more people actually will watch. I've also got to worry about subscriber burn, if you've never heard of that before.
I have never heard that before.
Okay, what subscriber burn basically is the way YouTube's algorithm works is that if people don't watch a certain number of your videos, even though they're subscribed to you, YouTube will just arbitrarily almost decide that they are not interested in your content anymore, and they just flat out won't send them updates. This is an actual thing. This is not speculation. This is actually proven to happen.
That's...
It
wow.
sucks. Yeah. It's something
wow.
you gotta worry about as a content creator, because essentially you gotta make sure every video counts now. Because you've got this awkward situation now where a channel could have 1 million subscribers and only get about 10,000 views per video. It's that bad.
Huh.
It's also why
YouTube's
guys like JonTron and Peanut Butter Gamer do so well, is because they upload so little, which you'd think would be a bad thing too, because conventional YouTube wisdom, conventional industry wisdom will tell you that if you don't upload for at least 2 weeks, you'll start bleeding your audience. But no, they get away with it. People just love their stuff so much, and because of the way YouTube's algorithm works, you'll always get an update whenever they upload something.
So what you're saying is we need to hack YouTube.
No, PewDiePie's been trying to do that for long enough. If he hasn't found a way to crack the system by now, we're not going to get a crack at this point.
No, you see, PewDiePie isn't hacking YouTube. He is a hack of YouTube.
He is kind of if you actually look at the story behind him, like how he didn't cheat YouTube per se, but how things just kind of worked in his favor, it's actually kind of fascinating. Oh, by the way, this lady right here. You defeated Spectre Butt. Now behold my greatest treasure. Dance! Yeah, we could have at least handed her a glow stick or something before this.
Oh no, here's what should have happened. Her and Mona, Mona should have just like poofed in like Nightcrawler, and they just should start moshing. To like Flogging Molly or Poets of the Fall.
It is a bar, so that would actually be fitting.
It'd be perfect to start. Disturbed in night form shows up, and they just start banging. Indestructible butt. Terror 2 butt.
I have a joke now, but I can't remember what it is.
Don't worry, I'll keep saying things. It might jog your memory.
No. You're chasing. What's the saying? You're chasing ghosts at that? No, you're chasing waterfalls. There's no way to make my memory better.
Don't worry. Oh, I love chasing waterfalls. You ever just run one down and kill it? That's the greatest feeling ever.
Niagara Falls, no!
He had just one coming, the bastard!